Howdy, everyone. Mr. D here with another edition of Wellness Journey. As you know, last week I did not do a recording because, well, I figured I'd combine them both into a combined 4th of July edition. We did weigh in last week, last Monday. Today is Friday, July 1st. The previous week we did weigh in, just a little bit on accountability as far as that goes. I did gain another 3/4 of a pound, but that was expected because I did eat a lot over the weekend, and I didn't really pay attention to what I was eating and caring for myself. But we pick up the pieces and we move on. As to this Monday, was the 4th, so we will not be weighing in as far as that goes. Um, However, I'm ready for getting back on track and always trying to be mindful of what I'm eating. And today, I want to share with you for the next few moments uh, what one of those things were, and they kind of work in tandem with mental wellness and with many things of the mental component that I have because I have mental health challenges. But one of those things is, you know, limiting my caffeine. And, I know to limit my sugar, but I wasn't always mindful of it. And, where I was drinking four some more liters a day of regular Coke, and I have covered this in the beginning, but I had relapsed a little bit and it was back to the habits that I was starting with two or so months ago. So now I'm finally back into the pattern again because I know for a behavioral aspect, I need it to be um, better. I need to better manage my behaviors, so that I do not react on others. Part of that is also being responsible for my medication, and I am doing better with that as well. But more of a hindsight of a physical wellness aspect, I'm realizing that having the decaf soda is helping my mood and regulation of it better than what it was with even diet soda. So I don't it's not the greatest. Nothing is the greatest there is no pure good alternative when it comes to having soda. However, my brain is addicted to it, and I will vehemently admit that. There is things up in there, chemicals, what have you, that tell me I have to have it, and it's not as bad as it once was. But it's like the song, kind of funny there. But it's kind of like the brain is telling me I can have it, but now I think there's something in the caffeine free that doesn't want me to have it as much. It's only more so when thirsty. So knowing when to replace that with something more of an alternative that is not aspartame based, something where there's not that addictive chemical in it, so that I can quench my thirst yet not be as dependent on something as the caffeine or the caffeine free, because they both have that aspartame chemical, which can be very challenging, and you want it and you want it and you're thriving off of it. But as far as mood regulation, I'm accepting more that it's a necessity, medication or not. But I do want to be on the medication more for mood stabilizing, and I know I need to be. I've accepted that. It's the second half of the year. You can check the other vlog. I'm going to put the card up so that you can enjoy that more, and and see that. But I think it's imperative, that I should be doing this, and I have. I probably was not on caffeine until I was truly had my personal freedoms, probably at the age of, I want to say 19, 20. So, 17 years, 17, 18 years or so, of having that freedom of not having to be responsible for drinking something that, somebody was telling me to. Now, granted, all my childhood, until I was about 18 or 19, I continually to drink caffeine-free sodas, whether it be regular or diet, and that was kind of like the livelihood of the family. My parents raised me off of such because that was what they believed. That was their belief, and that they knew that it was the best thing for me because of my behaviors, my mental health challenges, my autism challenges, what have you. Um, they know, and they know it's best. And sometimes hearing that tough love from your family member The same person who gave me who I was raised, drinking that soda from back in decades ago. And we're talking 2 or so decades ago, and now we're getting back into that habit where it's a necessity. And sometimes it takes walking a little further to the bigger grocery store to get it. And sometimes that means you have to adult and do it. And you may not be what you want. You may want to go for the easier choice because it's easier to get. It may even cost more, and to be honest. But I think sometimes, going a little further and getting what you actually need compared to actually what you want, in the long run will pay off. Granted, none of it is good. I want to stress that again. None of it is a viable source of nutrients or energy. It's more of an addictive rush and an addictive feeling. And I'm trying to replace that more with other drinks, whether it be those that are flavored with packets, because I have tons of those at the house, and other things. And I try to incorporate the other things when I'm out and about, whether it be at the day program, whether it be at work. Those things, some things can be avoided, some things are not. I'm trying a new habit, and I'm hoping it works out for the best. So I'm just hoping that things start in this new second half of the year to be better than what they were in the first and what they were for the last three and last 20. So I'm hoping that things are getting better in the long run. That hopefully I can reverse a lot of things that I lost decades ago because I was a bratty teenager, bratty wannabe kid, or want to have that not okay parent-child thing, and that's a therapy thing for me. It took a long time for me to accept that. It took a long time for me to accept the fact that I needed to be real about medicine and accept that as well. And you can catch my other vlog; I'll pop that up again. But just having that radical acceptance of things for what they are, and realizing that some things are necessary, including this caffeine-free movement, and accepting it for what it is, even though it's not a true viable solution. It's sort of paving the way to what I need to do. So with that being said, I'm going to jump off of here. It's getting kind of late, but I want to thank you for listening today. We'll catch you next time, and hopefully we'll be lighter. Thank you for listening. Have a great day, everyone.